Well, today's session is, I would say, the best session of my 200 sessions, I would say. There was a postman, and in those days, now postcard used to be used, like आगे में address, पीछे पता वगैरह everything. And postman's wife was pregnant. So it happens that there was a woodcutter person and who was around 73 years old. And then he went to his merchant and said, "Sir, बहुत वक्त हो गया, अब मुझे घर जाना है." He was a woodcutter in a city, and he was mainly belonging from a rural area. Then his merchant said, "If you want, you can go, but you have to clear your dues." Then the woodcutter thought, "I have been working for you since 25 years. Then I think as a merchant you have to pay something, like in retirement sort of." Then the merchant said, "No, I paid you the salary, but you have been staying in my premises. You have been eating my food. You have been using my water. You have been using my premises. So there's a charge for that." Then the woodcutter said, he was 70 years old, a very genuine and a hardworking person. He said, "Okay, fair enough. How much to be paid?" Then the merchant said, "You are supposed to pay me 1,000 rupees. Then the woodcutter wrote a postcard to his son in his village, stating that मुझे अब घर आना है. But my merchant says that I owe him 1,000 rupees. Can you send 1,000 rupees to me so that I can pay to my merchant? I can come to my native place without any debt." But his son replied, "I'm already in a deep shit. I'm in a problem right now. I do not have money, Papa. So it's better that you stay over there only, because I do not have 1,000 rupees. Now, since postman's wife was a pregnant one, so whenever the postman used to carry all the letters at his door, just to do the bifurcation, that which letter will go in which place, his wife was reading some sort of letters. So the wife read the letter which the woodcutter sent to the son, and the son what son replied to his father. Then again, after watching that letter, the woodcutter thought, "Oh my goodness, now I do not have money, so I have to die at this place itself." Then he went to his merchant and said, "Now you do not pay me anything as a salary, and whatever I'm earning by doing the work for you, you start deducting that debt. So once the debts are clear, then I'll go to my native place." It was a deal. After 1 month, the old man again went to the merchant and asked, "Is this debt clear, sir? Can I go to my house?" Then the merchant said, "No, it is still 1,000 rupees. Then the woodcutter was shocked. Then he said, "Sir, it's been about 1 month that I'm cutting the woods." Then he said, "You are cutting, but since 1 month back you left the job, then now there is a rent component, there's a food component. So all these calculation after, again 1,000 is still remaining." The old man thought, "My life is going to finish here itself." What he did then, he wrote a postcard to the god mentioning that, "Hey Bhagwan, I need 1,000 rupees. Try to arrange so that I can live my the last days along with my families, and I shouldn't die here the way it is." And the letter again was read by the postman's wife. Postman's wife was pregnant, and he was saving some sort of money for the child which was about to get birth. Then what postman's wife did, she just counted the money she saved for his son who was not born yet. The amount was around 760 rupees. Postman's wife said to the postman that, "You do the money order to that old man, because old man's son is not gonna give any money to him. So you just pay this money to the old man, and balance old man will arrange somewhere, and he will at least go to his native place. Then the postman said, this amount which you have been saving for your son, why you want this amount to be given to the old man, to whom we have no relation in between? And the wife said, वो बूढ़ा आदमी मुझे दुआ तो देगा. At least he will bless my son. Then the postman, in a false name or in his son's name, did a money order of 760 rupees to the old man. The time old man received this money order, he became so happy that God has given him the money. And he took the money and went to the merchant and said, sir, I got the money. Can I go to home now? Can I go home now? The merchant started counting and said, no, this is not 1,000 rupees, my friend. This is only 760 rupees. You still have to pay 240 rupees. The old man said, this cannot happen, because I requested to the God and God has given me the money. Do you think God does not have 1,000 rupees to pay me? There is something wrong in between. Merchant again counted. Merchant again said, okay, 760 rupees is only there, but I consider it as 1,000 rupees. You go home. But the old man was old man was having a component called self-respect. He said, no, if I have a debt on my head, I cannot go my home. Then he again wrote a letter. Now listen to me this statement very carefully. He written the letter to the God, and by stating that, God, I'm damn sure that you have given me 1,000 rupees. But it's the postman who did chori, and he took 240 rupees out of this potli, and I got only 760 rupees. God, the way I am not able to meet my son, make sure he shouldn't see the face of his son, if any. And just by having this statement, the old man died. And the letter again reached to the postman's wife. The lady which has given 760 rupees to that old man so that he can go to his son, now he is giving this baddua कि जैसा मैं मेरे बेटे को नहीं मिल सका वो भी ना मिले. Now you just let me know who was right in that. Old man never knew that there's a lady who sacrificed his entire life saving for him. Postman who sacrificed his son's future, his wife's willingness for the old man, wherein there was no relation in between. And instead of having a blessings from that old man, the old man has given the crush and he died. So the moral of the story is, if you have something to express, for God's sake express. You want to give some gali to anybody now, do it right now. If you have an emotion which is unexpressed, it will come later on with an ugly features. That is my guarantee. If you really think I wish to avail the power of a bank manager, come on, you have to sacrifice in that matter. If you really need to have the love in your life, come on, love takes everything. If you need success, it takes everything. If you need a good health, it takes everything. I joined gym 4 times. I couldn't complete, because you know what? Gym doesn't need money. It needs everything. In conclusion with time, energy, money, and so on. So again, I'm concluding this by stating this statement. If it is that you need something, it's all about how much you give. The amount you give, the return is going to be the same. Expecting something more as compared to the investment, it is a mathematics of fool, you know. It is not going to happen. By having a study of 1 hour, you cannot clear MPSC, you cannot clear UPSC. It doesn't happen in that way. It had never happened, it is not happening, and God promised it will never happen again. It's all about how much percentage you love. If you love 100%, love is 100%. If you love success 60%, love is 60%. See you in the next session. Bye-bye.